The Rick and Morty show took off in 2013, instantly hooking audiences with its portrayal of an imposing world and a godlike character that delves into viewers' wildest imaginations. On a surrogate level, Rick and Morty embodies a dreamy world where the concept of consequences becomes irrelevant. Thanks to Rick's portal gun, everything becomes reversible and everyone seems interchangeable. The excitement of starting the next episode parallels the anticipation of experiencing another delightful dream, to the extent that the absence of a clear storyline in numerous episodes becomes inconsequential. The moral standards and social values are filtered through the lens of an all-powerful mad scientist, rendering them harmless and flexible enough to become a source of laughter. Watching the show brings a sense of relief from responsibilities, since Rick can always find an alternative in another version of the multiverse and provide an escape route. During the first 3 seasons or so, episodes echoed the nihilistic comedic theme of the show, openly ridiculing the concept of life having any inherent meaning. Rick's boundless mental potential renders everything flat and meaningless for him, turning every matter into a form of entertainment. Rick needs a constant injection of adventure to stave off the world's absurdity and prevent it from boring him.
I can't believe you created a whole show for me. Now cancel it! Okay, now put it back on! Alright, I'm bored.
So in a way, Rick and Morty explores the very idea of absurdity. That's why an episode solely dedicated to watching interdimensional cable, featuring nothing but quirky pseudo-narratives, fits seamlessly into the world of Rick and Morty. However, as the cult favorite series progresses, it finds itself struggling to navigate the complexities of its own boundless creativity. And for many viewers, most episodes lack the usual cleverness and depth. Here in 3 sections, we try to find out what went wrong with the show and figure out some ways to fix these problems. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our videos. Rick's portal gun and his array of high-tech gadgets are what truly showcase his status as the smartest mammal in the galaxy. But excessive use of these elements has made it challenging to build suspense and convincingly portray immediate danger. Think about it. The show's best episodes like Pickle Rick, Total Rickall, and the Ricks Must Be Crazy, and similar ones stand out because they confine Rick's use of his extraordinary powers, allowing for exploration of deeper concepts. In these scenarios, when Rick is immersed in such environments, we witness and empathize with his struggles, which sparks curiosity about the potential outcomes.
Whoa, 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 I know what it looks like to you, Izzy, but I'm not a snake. I've seen the YouTube videos. I know cats are scared of cucumbers and pickles because they think they're snakes. I'm not a snake. I'm a pickle. I'm a pickle. Whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
In these contexts, the dialogues gain an incredibly powerful resonance. Just look at how beautiful the show plays with the idea of good and bad by highlighting the importance of bad memories in the Total Rickall episode.
So, why don't you do us both a favor and pull the trigger? Do it! Do it, motherfucker! Pull the fucking trigger!
Another remarkable instance of skillfully diminishing Rick's power is when he makes mistakes or loses control of the situation. Like when Rick accidentally Cronenberged the Earth, or The Vindicators, in which Rick got so drunk that he decided to saw the entire group. This kind of temporary vulnerability makes Rick and the show more relatable. More importantly, when viewers witness Rick's mistakes, it amplifies their excitement to follow the storyline, eager to see if and how Rick and Morty navigate their way to survival. As a result, even the smallest mistake from the Rick and Morty crew builds suspense, while every new character and event acts as a surprising twist that makes sense rather than merely being visually appealing. In the early seasons, the show would craft tension-filled narratives and typically resolve them in 1 or 2 episodes. This already aligns with the philosophy of the show, one that asserts that nothing truly matters and there is no ultimate goal in the universe. Similarly, the aim of these adventures for Rick is pure enjoyment without being tied down to any particular notion or concept. Survival stands as the primary goal for the characters, and any underlying moral lessons are left for viewers to interpret according to their own perspectives. It makes sense when we witness Rick bursting into the therapy session and openly expressing his lack of respect for the whole intervention process.
Why didn't you want to come here?
Because I don't respect therapy. Because I'm a scientist. Because I invent, transform, create, and destroy for a living, and when I don't like something about the world, I change it. And I don't think going to a rented office in a strip mall to listen to some agent of averageness explain which words mean which feelings has ever helped anyone do anything. I think it's helped a lot of people get comfortable and stop panicking, which is a state of mind we value in the animals we eat, but not something I want for myself. I'm not a cow. I'm a pickle. When I feel like it, so... You asked.
But seeing him there voluntarily doesn't quite resonate with his character and seems more like a forced attempt to create content. Notice how Rick handled the Galactic Federation and compare that to his pursuit of Rick Prime. While the show quickly wrapped up the Galactic Federation arc in 2 episodes, what happened to his wife Diane evolved into a long-term obsession that lasted for at least 3 seasons. It's true that the pursuit of Rick's backstory aided in his character development. And it might sound odd, but focusing on developing Rick's character might not be a wise direction for the show, and only results in a sense of cognitive dissonance. It is Rick's chaotic persona and ongoing ridicule of human concepts that act as the glue that binds all the bizarre aspects of the show together. Not that he should embody a carefree, juvenile demeanor, but restricting his persona with boundaries undoubtedly diminishes the show's potential. Speaking of potential, the so-called bad episodes often kick off with a very promising start and could evolve into something truly special. Unfortunately, they tend to deviate with mundane subplots or attempts to establish a new order that doesn't align with the characters' personalities or our expectations of them. The recent Jerry Trap episode stands as a perfect illustration of this phenomenon. The episode starts with the clever idea of Rick and Jerry swapping minds to show that Rick's genius stems from his hard work rather than being an inherent gift. After that, both Rick and Jerry end up dead as they struggle to synchronize their minds and bodies as they fail to adapt to their new identities. From here, the show could have introduced genius twists and delved into psychological depths, similar to the Rest and Relaxation episode, where the alternate versions of Rick and Morty were explored and eventually the two accepted their true identities. But instead, the narrative takes a different path, as Rick and Jerry unexpectedly bond and eventually merge into a creepy being, while the audience have to passively watch their juvenile adventures and see that the show fails to fully explore or capitalize on a potentially great idea. Now it's time to reveal the biggest problem that, if not dealt with effectively, can kill off the show altogether. Indeed, this problem isn't unique to Rick and Morty. It can be seen in various shows that after a while feel disjointed and lack cohesion. When we are watching a movie or listen to a story, there are 2 levels of engagement. A more broad and basic level that we call perceptual level, and a more deep detailed level that we call the cognitive level. Perceptual level relates to the aspect of the story that we can immediately understand without having to spend any time and consciously thinking about it. This includes the main theme of the movie, character's personality, and the possible outcomes within the context. This level of understanding sets a framework for the cognitive level that needs more attention and effort on the side of the audience. Changes that are perceptually incohesive within the context of the movie discourage the viewers even before they find out what's wrong with it. Rick and Morty's so-called bad episodes suffers from this lack of balance between the cognitive and perceptual levels. Some episodes are extremely complicated and have a lot of detail, but there is no overarching storyline to bind all these components together, while other episodes become so predictable that bore the audience. It appears that the producers and writers find themselves caught between the desire to produce numerous episodes, which demands character development and a general storyline, and their hesitation to confine the show's adventurous nature through serialization. This presents a significant challenge and leads to fluctuations in the show's performance, and viewers seem disappointed with episodes that rely heavily on shock value or superficial parody instead of exploring new ideas in a meaningful way. There is a sense that the show might be losing its direction by prioritizing gross-out humor, easy parodies, and repeating old concepts instead of delving into more nuanced storytelling. The ideas like Beth making out with herself, giant incest baby, or Rick bonding with a dragon are funny but not worth exploring for an entire episode. Just because the show is science fiction doesn't automatically justify any random or absurd event or transformation. Despite these drawbacks, Rick and Morty remains an exceptional show with significant untapped potential, and we hope that it finds its way back very soon.